First of all, let me thank Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen for hosting us here in Copenhagen for this informal European Council. Our meeting today had one core theme: safeguarding the security of our continent. European citizens are justifiable concerned about Russia's increasingly provocative and reckless behaviour. When Denmark, Poland or Estonia act against incursions into their airspaces, they are protecting our common borders and territory, those of the European Union. They have our full support because we are committed to face together common threats on all fronts, whether conventional, hybrid or cyber, with common purpose. In fact, that purpose has been clear since the start of Russia's war in Ukraine, and that purpose has a name: to build the Europe of defence. In the past 3 years, European allies have significantly increased their defence spending. Earlier this year, they agreed to increase their spending targets even further. To support this effort, at the European level, we have put in place the SAFE instrument worth €115 billion. In March, European leaders agreed on the priorities capabilities on which our work should focus for the security of all Europeans: air and missile defence, artillery, drones and anti-drone systems, military mobility, cyber resilience, among others. Today, we went one step further. I welcome the scoping paper presented by the President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, and the High Representative, Kaja Kallas, and leaders broadly supported initial priority flagship projects that will strengthen Europe's security, including the European drone wall and the Eastern Flank Watch. This is a key step on our path to achieving common defence readiness by 2030. It reflects the acute threat on Eastern Flank is currently under. At the same time, it is clear that Europe's borders will only be secure if all Europe's borders are secure in the 360 degrees approach. To build the Europe of defence, we need efficient political oversight and coordination to keep track on how we are advancing. Our defence ministers need to play an increased role to push work forward between the European Council meetings and to track milestones for progress. Moving on to our discussions about Ukraine, since 24 February 2022, the European Union has stood firmly by Ukraine's side, and we are engaged on all fronts to achieve a just and lasting peace in Ukraine. A new sanctions package is on the table, targeting oil revenues, banks, crypto and shadow fleet. We are also paving the way for Ukraine's membership of the European Union. Ukraine has been delivering on the EU accession-related reforms, and the Commission has recognised this. Now it's the European Union's turn to deliver, because enlargement is a merit-based process and because enlargement will make Europe stronger. Finally, on financing, European leaders had today a first discussion on how to mobilise further funds for Ukraine. And the message is clear. Russia has to understand that Ukraine's partners, including its European partners, have the will and the means to continue supporting it until a just and lasting peace is achieved. So, this is what this informal meeting was today to prepare decisions for the security of our continent, decisions on the Europe of defence and decisions to strengthen support for Ukraine. In 2 weeks, the European Commission will present the roadmap on 2030 defence readiness, and the European Council will meet again in 3 weeks, and that will be decision time.